And now, we're ready to start our first stock count. First, choose the date period. This is usually from the 1st until the last of the month. You will start by selecting an area. Let's start with the kitchen walk-in fridge. If you're standing inside, usually you start on the left-hand side and count items on the shelf from left to right. Let's say your first item is a tomato. Use the search function at the bottom to find tomato. You can also use the filter in the top right corner to narrow results by category, such as food. Next, select the item you want to count. On the pop-up screen, you will notice that the attributes are also displayed: item name, size, type, and cost. You can choose to count this item either per gram, per kilo, or per piece. After you enter the correct amount, click on the check mark at the bottom right corner to add this to your stock count. Above the search bar, the most recent items you counted are displayed. This allows you to go back to previous items easily and make necessary changes if needed. Continue to add the rest of the items inside your fridge, preferably in the order as they are standing, or from left to right. This way, you are teaching Stockifi how your fridge is arranged. So, on your next stock count, the system will know exactly in which order you counted previously, and will save you a lot of time searching for items. Now, let's say you can't find an item you want to count. Don't worry, you can easily create a new item right where you are. For example, let's add cod. Simply tap on the plus icon to create the item, then add the size and type. And it's okay to leave the cost field empty to save you some time if you don't have it. The system will then create a list of all items you counted without any cost, which you can update all at once after you have finished counting. When you're done counting the fridge, simply close the area and move to the next. On the right side of the areas list, a check mark will appear to indicate whether an area has been counted already. Let's move to the kitchen freezer. You can see now that I'm counting similar items as I did in the walk-in fridge. This shows you that an item is not limited to a specific area and can be counted in whatever area you have it. The system also prevents you from making mistakes by warning you if you're adding a huge value to an item. You can simply confirm if this is correct. Good. Now we are done with the kitchen. Let's jump up to the bar and count our items there as well. First, let's clear the search filter since we filtered food earlier. Similar to how we counted in the kitchen, just search for the item you want to count. Another feature on the top right corner is strict. This toggle will let you search for an exact match. To count an open bottle, simply slide your finger on the screen to match the bottle in front of you, and the system will calculate the actual milliliter of that bottle. You will notice that some of the silhouettes in Stockifi are designed after the actual bottles to make it easier for you to count accurately. You can also include full bottles on this count by simply typing in the quantity. Let's add 3 full bottles of Zacapa. If you're done with the bar, let's move down and count in the storage. Similar to the kitchen and the bar, count the same items as you had in the other areas. Some items like sodas and bottled beer could be in boxes. Use the calculator to count boxes as seen on the screen. For today's example, you have 9 cases of 330 milliliter Corona, which has 24 bottles. Creating a new drink item works just the same as the food. It's absolutely fine to leave the cost empty, since you will receive a list of these items before you wrap up the stock count. So let's go through some quick check-ins of what we went through in the beginning. Number 1, you can count simultaneously with other members or staff in different areas, as long as you have the app on your mobile phone. Number 2, it does not need an internet connection. You can go do it offline, and all your counts will be synced once your mobile is back online.